that you made that, that you made that, that you made that.
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp string, feel like it's chopping your lung. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the flow, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in F doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, now my stable conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What's up? What is up? How is everybody doing tonight? Yeah. It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. Episode 158. 158. Yes, we are here. I hope everybody had a fantastic Wednesday. Hump day. Mike. But look, let's get the preliminaries out the way because I know we got a lot to talk about. I know everybody's expecting what is Wildcard Mark going to say about Tyreek? We'll get to the Tyreek Hill situation. We'll talk about it. We'll break it down for both the Chiefs. We'll break it down for the Dolphins. We'll break it down comparing Tyreek to Devontae, the situation. Packers and Chiefs are in similar situations. You got top quarterbacks, and your team trades away their top receiving threat, and we'll dive into that. A lot to talk about that for sure. I mean, it's nuts. I don't know how it happens. NFL steals the highlights or the headlines again in the sports world. They do it. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but they do it. But look, y'all know the deal. That's my guy, 40 Water, aka Silent Hill TDS. See it scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Go show them boys some love. Show them some love. On the YouTube page, Hitchhikers. And while you're over there on YouTube, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It'll let you know every time we go live with the I.O.W Sports Network. So going over to our page. Yes, we have the Instagram. Yeah, we got the Instagram. See it scrolling on the bottom of your screen. That's the Instagram address right there. Same with the Twitter. Twitter address is sitting right there. And most importantly, going over to the I.O.W Sports Network page on Facebook. It's open for the public. Got yourself a nice little take. That's when you drop it. Sports meme, drop it. Emphasizing on network. If you got a sports podcast, drop your content. Let people know what you got going on. Hey, you might link up with us at I.O.W Sports. If you got a small business, let people know what kind of merchandise you got. That's where you do it, right there on the Facebook page. And then most importantly, y'all know the deal. Going to your respective app stores, whether it's the Google Play Cast or the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Download the I.O.W Network app. A lot of great content, a lot of great music for independent mainstream artists. All right, let's get to it. Ain't no wild card my top player today. Ain't no wild card my top player today. We're gonna get into it. What we got to talk about? Y'all know what we got to talk about. Yeah, that's what we talking about, Matt. We talking about Cheetah. My man Tyreek Hill. He gone now. Tim, what's up, bro? How you doing, Tim? How's everything, my brother? I hope everything is well. But look, come on, let's just get into it. Let's just talk turkey. All right. This is what we came here to do. We're gonna get to it.
Where did this all come from with Tyreek Hill? I woke up this morning, I see your tweet. I'm like, get the hell out of here. I had to look for the blue check mark to see it wasn't one of those fake accounts that use your name and likeness and stuff.
So I first heard about this on Saturday, actually, that something was not, and I didn't know what it was, but it was something is not right between the Chiefs and Tyreek Hill. And as far as I was concerned, things were going along swimmingly. They were doing a contract extension. They were working things out. He was going to get paid in the low 20s. And then the Davante Adams contract numbers came out, and Tyreek Hill did not like those very much because he wanted to be basically wanted the Chiefs offer to be bigger than it was. So when Davante Adams' contract came out, he was like, well, I should be the highest paid. My numbers need to be a lot higher. And they were like, well, actually, his numbers are, 3 years, 66 over the first 3. That's the most relevant. But that break really led to some frayed feelings, I guess, some tension. And so, they went back and forth. They realized it wasn't well. Agent Drew Rosenhaus got permission to seek a trade. And I think once it was clear what the Chiefs could get in return, then we were off to the races.
So what the Chiefs got in return from Miami was the best offer, or did anyone else come in and blow him away, but Tyreek wanted to go to Miami? What was that, best you can tell?
First of all, yes, Tyreek wanted to go to Miami. That was his preferred destination, and that was really the place, that was in the driver's seat. I think the Jets did a good job of offering a competitive package, not their first rounder, but 2 second rounders and more. Basically, if you line up the draft charts, it was similar. So yes, the Jets, the Jets were in it. I just never felt like they were.
I wonder how Nick feels about that, y'all.
All along, Tyreek Hill wants to go to the Dolphins. So when everyone said the Jets, I'm like, yes, I get it. But he wants to go to the Dolphins, and generally the player can have a strong say in where he goes because he's going to be the one agreeing to the contract.
So why didn't the Chiefs pay Tyreek what he wanted to keep him? What do you think?
Well, the Chiefs have some cap issues, and unlike some other teams, they have not done a lot of conversions. They have not done a lot of restructures. They haven't done a lot of pushing money to the future. They have been fiscally far different from a lot of teams. I think it's just philosophically from the owner. They have just not yet done a lot of restructures. So I think they set a price. Tyreek is awesome. He's worth X. And when he wasn't getting X from the Chiefs, they were like, all right, well, let's just figure it out somewhere else. And I honestly think it's a place where everyone can be okay with it because it's such a huge offer for the Chiefs. They can take a player they drafted and developed and paid and reload a little bit.
What do you think about the Packers? I mean, they obviously have multiple picks thanks to trading Davante Adams to where Adams wanted to go. Where were the Packers in all this?
They inquired, from my understanding. They at least took a look at it. I don't get the sense it got very serious, but I do believe that they at least made a phone call and got engaged somewhat. But, my sense is the Packers are kind of more like the Chiefs, and they're like, we got the money, we're going to build some depth, we're going to go in the draft, and we're going to see what happens. So I really feel like they're going to draft and develop.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.
Yes, there it is. See Melvin Wall? I gotta give you credit, brother. Shout out to Melvin Wall. Y'all gonna make sure y'all show them some love over there, Man Down Podcast Network. Go to their YouTube page and their Facebook page as well. You're starting to read into my mind about this situation. So look, I'm gonna start the conversation like this. All right. So check this out. For those who know, obviously y'all know Wild Calmar is from Kansas City, is a Chiefs fan. All right. So you see the name on the back of that jersey says Wallace. All right. I bought this custom jersey some years ago when NFL so had the Reebok deal. And then when they got the Nike deal, I upgraded. Says Wallace on the back of that custom. And when I go to Arrowhead, when I go to Kansas City, and you know the Chiefs fans, we all love Chiefs. Of course, you can recognize a Chiefs jersey, and they go number 8. Well, who's number 8? And I say it's a custom jerseys for me. And they say, oh, well, why'd you do that? Well, and I explain it to a lot of Chiefs fans like this. I'm a Chiefs fan for life. Players come and go. Because I understand, as much as I love my Chiefs and I love the players that play for the Chiefs, I'm not oblivious to the business side. I'm not oblivious to the business side. We have to look at the situation like this. All right. We have to look at the situation like this. Tyreek Hill is 28 years old. 28 years old. All right. When he has been with the Chiefs since 2016. He was a 5th round pick, 2016. The 6 years he's been with the Chiefs, he's made a total of $40 million. Does Tyreek has he overperformed his contract? Yes. Yes. Does he deserve an extension? Yes. Does he deserve every last penny that he can get? Yes. He deserves all that. Bravo, Tyreek Hill, for playing business. You got what you wanted. You got big money. You got the big bill. You got the big boy contract. You got the big boy contract. I would never doubt a player for wanting to get their contract. Get your money, especially in the NFL. The NFL is a very gruesome sport. It'll do a lot to your body. You hope that you have all your extremities working right when you're done playing. You hope your mind is intact when you're done playing. That's the NFL. So kudos to Tyreek getting his money. Now, if you're asking me as a Chiefs fan, are you worried? I'm not. Because I understand the business move or why the Chiefs do this. He had 1 year left on his contract, and I just saw it last week. He probably was going to make like 16 or 17 million on that last year of that deal. Now he's up there getting 26, 27, 28 million a year as a wide receiver. This new contract with the Dolphins. Chiefs couldn't afford it. There was a contract on the table. The highest that I saw that the Chiefs were willing to go was 22, 23 million a year. He said no. He was insisting on being the highest paid wide receiver. Bravo. Go ahead, get your money, young man. Get your money. I will not fault him for that. And I understand the business part of that. I wish Tyreek well on his future endeavors. You got your money. You got what you want. But as a fan of the Chiefs, sometimes you got to make the unpopular decisions that are best for business. It may, and hear me out, it will make a difference short term right now. It will make a difference short term. I'm not oblivious to what Tyreek Hill does for an offense. Let's be real. But my biggest thing is that he wanted top wide receiver money, and I cannot, me as a Chiefs fan, cannot sit here and say that Tyreek Hill is a top 5 receiver. This is part of the conversation that needs to be had. Tyreek wanted number one, top guy, top number one wide receiver money. But I'm sorry, I can't give Tyreek Hill number one in the NFL, in history of NFL, that type of money. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's get to a couple of these comments right now. Let's start with Melvin. Tyreek, not that type of receiver. He is perfect for Mahomes, but he's going to be a lot different in Miami. And I 100% agree with that. And I'll touch on that in just a second, Mel. But I agree with that 100%. Hill is a slot receiver, and he was number one choice in case he needs to mix it up. Yeah, and this is what is going to happen now. You're going to have to see what you got now. You didn't bring back DeMarcus Robinson. Byron Pringle is gone. You do bring in a 25-year-old Juju Smith-Schuster, and you got him relatively cheap. I like the way they set up his contract. So let's not act like all these. I'm seeing all these Chiefs fans. Oh, Brett Brees don't know what the hell they're doing. He brought in Juju Smith-Schuster, 25 years old, for pretty much $3 million on a 1-year deal. Say what you want. It was brilliant. Nick says our show would have been so entertaining if Hill went to the Jets. Well, y'all didn't want to come off your first round picks. I don't blame y'all, because that speaks to another piece of my my opinion on why I think the Chiefs were smart to do this move. Because if you see the Jets with all that draft capital and they were not willing to budge off a first round pick, that means that the NFL is evaluating Tyreek's value at a certain point. That means they're not seeing him as a top 5 receiver in the NFL. Because otherwise, if they did, they would have moved off of one of those first rounders. Miami sees him as a number one. Cool. By all means. That's why you gave him the richest contract in wide receiver history. But you know what? I'll be frank. Tyreek Hill is still developing as a wide receiver at 28 years old. And the only problem with that, he's going to be fighting father time. He's getting closer to 30. And right now, the only thing that he excels at as a wide receiver is speed. I said it. The elephant in the room, let's be true about Tyreek Hill. As much as I love what he's done for the Kansas City Chiefs, I got to be a sports analyst first. He's always been a gadget player with Kansas City. All right. And he has developed as a wide receiver. Is he a complete receiver? I don't think so. Me personally, no. When it comes to route running, I can name a few wide receivers that could run a better route than he can. When it comes to catching, pass catching, I know a few wide receivers I can name off the top of my head that are better than excellent than he is at catching the football. If you're talking about just the explosiveness of Tyreek Hill, that is a good trick. It's a good one-trick pony. Yeah, you can put him out there on punt returns because he has space. Tyreek Hill works great in space. All right? Tyreek Hill works great in space. But if you don't have that space, what happens? Tyreek Hill can disappear. And I get how fast, the speed is there. Good. But I'm telling you, when it comes to being a complete wide receiver or a wide receiver, playing in position of WR, wide receiver, I can come up with names that are far better at wide receiver than Tyreek. I am not mad at the Chiefs for not paying him to be number one richest contract at that position in NFL history. I'm not mad that they didn't do it. You got 5 picks back for him. All right? You got value back for him. You freed up cap space. They freed up about $20 million making that move. Now the Chiefs got probably one of the best caps right now of all teams. They got about like $28 million in the bank that they can play with. You think they're done making moves? Come on now. They've already been talking about getting DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett. They called about both of them in Seattle. I prefer you go get Tyler Lockett. I prefer you get Tyler Lockett. That's just me. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, you gotta hate him for life now. He's a Dolphin. 2-1s helps the Chiefs reload, can get a nice piece in the younger wide receiver, and that's my thing. I think you can still get a good one of these young wide receivers in. I get it. Is he gonna be Tyreek? No, but whatever package you can possibly come together, it is going to help, because at the end of the day, and I'll say this is the other part of my argument. Tyreek Hill is not the centerpiece of what the Chiefs do. He's not the centerpiece. Is he a big piece? Yes, he is. I'm not stupid. I watch all the games because of my loyalty of being a fan of the Chiefs. But Tyreek Hill is not the centerpiece. I hate to say it to you. It's a quarterback back there, named Patrick Mahomes, that is pretty darn important to that offense. So all this does is force KC and Mahomes to play real football more often than they play razzle-dazzle cheat code football. That's part of it too. It's going to be real interesting. Here's one thing that I thought about it. Had the weird offseason of whether Eric Bieniemy was coming back as offensive coordinator, and all of a sudden, now they come to terms like real late in the season. It was like a few weeks after Super Bowl. So I'm curious to, how's this play calling going to look now? So we'll see. There's only so many wide receiver screens the Dolphins can run. Tua can't throw downfield. He's not a top 5 wide receiver. I agree. Like I said, he's a top 5 weapon. He is a weapon. I'm not oblivious to that. Tyreek Hill is a legit threat to take it to the house every time he gets on the field. But you know what? There's a lot of players in the NFL that are a threat to take it to the house. I mean, let's be frank about it. Would they have the speed like Tyreek? No. But they have the capabilities of house calling it just like Tyreek. But I mean, you can use Tyreek, kick return, punt return, use them on the jet sweep. But when I want a pure wide receiver to make a wide receiver, matter of fact, I put it like this. When I got a 3rd and 15 and I need a first down, and I need a wide receiver that's just going to make the right route, run the route properly, create the right amount of space, and be where he's supposed to be when the ball is thrown to him. I can name quite a few wide receivers before I get to Tyreek Hill. And it's no diss. It's no jab. Like, we just got to be real honest about the situation. Hill is a 9 wide receiver. 2 ain't got the arm. Hill can go. Hill gonna get underthrown a lot in Miami. That's a possibility. Here's my thing, and we'll start transitioning to how it's going to look like in. Wait a second. The Chiefs accepted our offer. He'll chase. He'll chose Miami. The Chiefs let him. They accepted the Jets and Dolphins. Yes, and that is part of it. The Chiefs did accept the Jets offer, and they accepted the Dolphins offer, and they pretty much let Tyreek Hill choose where they wanted to go. So, look, it's his choice now. And he got the bad. But I still stand pat with the Chiefs for making the move. I've probably been a little bit more, maybe a little irritated if they took the Jets offer, because you're only pretty much getting 2 second rounders that they had, and they were high in the second round, and you pretty much swapping the 3rd round pick. I get that part, but man, take these 5 picks and make something happen with it. And that's what I'm saying, man. He got speed. I mean, we know how agile he is and shiftiness he is. He has elite speed, track speed. But those who watch Chiefs football games on a regular, like I do, know that Tyreek Hill is pretty much back there playing outfield, like he's in softball. He's pretty much, you know, he's curling that ball. He's not a hands receiver. Which why if you saw some of the stats this year or those interceptions go up, some of those interceptions was coming off of Tyreek Hill's hands, and that's not the first time that shit's happened this year. Happened a couple of times last year and the year before. That's Tyreek Hill. He still has developed of being a hands catcher at all times. You know what I'm saying? Still hasn't perfected all of the route tree. You know, who can't run a drag route? Who can't run a slant route? Who can't run a crossing route? And who can't run a go route? Those are pretty much Tyreek's 4 primary routes. You know, I'm being serious. That's it. So I would have made the move. I would have made the move. If I got a guy that won't take 22 million, but he wants to be the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history, then go ahead. Go get it. So the Chiefs were smart. You got some kind of value back. You get 5 picks back. You say you don't make the trade this year, and what if he holds out and doesn't play that last year that was left on the Chiefs contract that he had for like 19 million? And then all of a sudden he comes a free agent after that. Because obviously you wouldn't even bother tagging him. For what? He don't want to be there. He wants to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL. He got it. He got what he wanted. It may sting right now, but I think it's all right. Man, those charges didn't stick. Y'all hush. Y'all hush. Sky Moore, elite speed at and that's another thing. Nick, explain to these cats how deep the wide receiver class is in the draft. The wide receiver class is deep. It's too deep. You can get you a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old. He's gonna not even cost you nowhere close to what Tyreek got. You'll get him for 4, probably 5 years. I mean, come on, like this is business. And you say Sky Moore, but I still take a risk on Jameson Williams because this is what I'm gonna give y'all on the insider as a Chiefs fan. Of course, I follow a lot of Chiefs pages. Here's what Jody Fortune comes back. He's like 6'6", 250. Played wide receiver, but they moved him to tight end. He's gonna come back after tearing up his knee last year. They're expecting big things from him. Noah Gray, who you drafted in the draft last year in the second round, tight end. He sat behind Travis. He learned some things, and he kind of started to get going. You bring Josh Gordon back. I know it was I don't want to say it's a failed experiment. I think that was a filling out period. And so since the fact that the Chiefs brought him back, I think they kind of got an understanding on how they want to utilize him and use him. I'm not saying it's a big difference, and let's not forget, Travis Kelce's still there. All right? Let's not act like the Chiefs are just stranded without firepower. We won't do that. Let's not do that. McCole Hartman's still there. If later in the season he started playing a lot better, and he's still young as hell. Yeah, Juju. Come on now, let's act like the Chiefs just firepower was just absolutely gone. You still got a damn good explosive offense. Not as explosive it was 24 hours ago. No, it's still damn explosive. You know. And you're right, man. I'm right there with you. That's why I said if the Chiefs are going to inquire about DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, I prefer you go get Tyler Lockett. DK, I get the size advantage, but I've seen games where that guy just. Have you seen him, DK? Have you seen him? No. Have you seen him, DK? Have you seen him? Hey, there's times DK come up missing, dog. Let's call it what it is. DK can get missing sometimes. And I prefer Tyler Lockett because when you got Travis Kelce, you're probably going to put him on the field with Jody Fortson, who I had mentioned, Juju Smith-Schuster, who's a 6'2", bigger wide receiver, Josh Gordon, who's 6'3", 6'4", bigger wide receiver, DK Metcalf, that same body type. And you already got that style of player in many forms of DK Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? That's why I prefer Tyler Lockett. He's going to have the similar body type to Tyreek Hill and probably cost a lot less. I can imagine cost a lot less. But Tyler Lockett, go. Tyler Lockett's stats ain't too far behind Tyreek Hill, especially last year. So let's not. And I'm only speaking when it comes to wide receiver position. I know what Tyreek Hill does in the return game, but he ain't really been returning a lot of kicks a lot lately. I mean, he's kind of almost fully transitioned away from special teams. Y'all remember when he first got in the league? He got a Pro Bowl for being on the special teams. All right. And I get it. Tyreek Hill is awesome. He is a great talent. But damn it, he was not the driving force of that offense. Important? Yes. Game changing? Yes. It's a business, y'all. I'm not mentally wrapped up into that shit. I am okay as a Chiefs fan that they made the move. I'm not gonna get sentimental about it. I understand the business part of it. You gotta do what's right for you. If you got other holes that you need to take care of, especially the Chiefs, you got Orlando Brown, your left tackle, who's 24, 25 years old, and you made the trade for him last year. He's about to be on his last year of his rookie deal. You had to tag him this year. All right. So you got to find the money to pay for him now. I'd rather have the money put to protect Patrick Mahomes, keep him upright, hopefully not getting touched, no injuries, protect the backside, than having a weapon who can be contained. Let's not act like Tyreek is just like unguardable. Explosive, yes. Quick, yes. Fast, yes. Unguardable, no. I'm sorry. There's just other wide receivers that are better than Tyreek Hill. I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. But I'm right there with you, man. I DK, no. I'm okay with it if we get Tyler Lockett. Said a while ago, Tyreek Hill is Orlando Jones' character from The Replacements. Snap. Jones couldn't catch, Hill can. Hill lives in Miami. No state income tax. South Beach is more enticing than Florham Park. Jets are one fantastic draft from players choosing here. And you're not wrong. You're right about that part. He does have a house in Miami. That's why he chose. You know, I mean, I'm not mad at him. 28-year-old. You're not married. I know you probably got a lady. If I'm right, she's from there. If I'm right, she's from Miami. Already got the house residency there, so you know you got what you wanted. Got got to. Got to hit on one of those picks. Two would be golden. I'm not gonna say you got to hit on all 5 of those picks. I say you say 2, I say 3. And like I said, it's a first round this year, second round this year, third round this year, and then it's a I'm sorry, a first round this year, second round this year, a fourth round this year, and then next year it's a fourth and a sixth. So those 5 picks. So you gotta I say you gotta hit on at least 3 out of those 5. So whatever those picks are used for, even if they are put into if they're used to in a bundle to move up, then so be it. But that pick got to hit. Obviously, you got to go to wide receiver now. I mean, you got to. People need to stop hating on Hill. Chiefs been winning games off his speed. Look at the playoffs versus the Bills. I get what you're saying, Anthony. And yes, me being a Chiefs fan, this is me being real. That play he made, he caught it on the drag route and pretty much did the rest. He's a good yak wide receiver. He is a good receiver when he has space. That's why I said that earlier. Tyreek Hill is a good wide receiver in space. But I'm not going to sit here and act like the Chiefs offense was so great just because of him. It's too many great players that's been on that offense. It literally has. So I can't say that his speed was the only factor that took the Chiefs to have all this success last 4 years. I can't. Is he a big piece of it? Of course. If I'm Patrick Mahomes and I got this speedy guy, of course I'm gonna make sure he gets the football. I mean, that's his football. You make sure your weapons get the football. But Travis Kelce did his damage in the playoffs. He's been doing his damage these last years. Before Kareem Hunt got suspended, Kareem Hunt was part of that. He was getting his touches. Damian Williams, Super Bowl year, got his touches. You know, this year, Darrell Williams got some touches. Byron Pringle got some touches. So it is every football team is going to have, a wide receiver one. The Chiefs are just in need of a new one, but they're not without weapons. So let's get that understood. They are not without weapons. Late one, you're looking at more Bucks. Oh, Burks, Watson, Ordain, Pickens. Yeah, Datsun from Penn State. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Matt, you talking about Tyreek girl is smoking? I think I might have seen her. Yeah. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Sammy Watkins blew up a few games too, but his knee ended up giving out, or in his hamstring. You know, and he did that game against Jacksonville, opening game, 3 TDs. So please, everybody, please don't mistake my words as in I'm not grateful for what Tyreek done for my football team. I am very grateful. A big part of the success, big part of getting the Super Bowl, but he did not do it alone. The Chiefs have too many weapons on offense. And right now, the money is not there for what he wants. This is a business move. It's business. It's business. That's why I will never get a player's jersey in a Chiefs uniform. It will forever have my last name on it because I am forever Chief. Players are business. They got business to attend to. I think both of these parties, Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs, both win. Chiefs got a lot back. Those 5 picks are a lot. That's a lot back for a wide receiver. And in my opinion, like I said, I don't consider Tyreek Hill top 5 wide receiver. You know, he wanted more than Devontae Adams. Cool. Go get it somewhere else. That's what happened. But look, the only downfall for Tyreek Hill is you still don't know what's up with Tua. Let's be honest about where he's going. All right. Let's be honest. They get the new coach who came from San Francisco. So he's a run first coach. All right. He's a run first coach. All them receptions and reception words that I'm sorry, Tyreek, they might come down. There's a good possibility. So that coach that came from San Francisco, the new head coach of Miami now, he's a run first coach. Don't be surprised he started using you like Debo Samuel. You know what I'm saying? You got. Let me look at his numbers. I know he was top 10 in receiving yards, in receptions, or something like that. Matt, let me look it up. But still, I'm saying Tyreek is in the top 5 receiver based off of just actual like playing wide receiver abilities. When I'm talking about like route running, pass catching, able to separate with your route runs, yards at the catch, there's maybe about 2 of those categories you could say speed and yards at the catch, Tyreek is going to be phenomenal at. But when it comes to route running, which is a big ability, I can name few wide receivers that route run better than him. When it comes to pass catching, I can name a few other wide receivers that pass catch better than him. You know what I'm saying? Separation as an action, when it comes that secondary part of the route running, I just think there's other wide receivers that are better than Tyreek. And let me look this up real quick. So yeah, Tyreek was 7th. He was 7th in receiving yards. He was 3rd in receptions. I mean, you better be 3rd in receptions because you were 7th in targets. And where's he at? He was tied for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13th, I guess. 13th in receiving TDs. So he's near the top for most stats. And that's okay. But he's I'm just sorry, he's not top 5. I mean, there's a guy named Devontae Adams who's still damn good, and I think he's a better wide receiver. DeAndre Hopkins, Cooper Kupp. I would take Justin Jefferson. Keenan Allen. Stephon Diggs. And so who is that? So Devontae, DeAndre, Cooper, Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs. That's probably about it right there. So I at least got 6 guys in front of Tyreek Hill, in my opinion, that are better wide receivers. And I'm not basing this off of stats. And sometimes, look, we can't always look at stats as who's better, who's this or that. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the situations too. Tyreek Hill has been in a favorable situation his whole career. Ooh, Mike Evans. That's a good one. That's a good one. Mike Thomas, I can't take Mike Thomas over Tyreek Hill. I couldn't do that one. Matt. Nah. But Mike Evans, that you make me think on that one. He definitely make me think on that one. No, I'm talking this upcoming season. Oh yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. So yeah, you agree with me with Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb. I'm gonna still put the question mark on that one, Matt. If I take CeeDee Lamb over Tyreek, I had to put a question mark on that. I come back to that one because I can see where you would, and then I can see where you wouldn't. Debo Samuel, I think Debo Samuel and Tyreek might get used almost the same way because the offensive coordinator just left San Francisco, is now the head coach in Miami. So expect Tyreek Hill to be used like Debo. Get your jet sweep runs, use him as in a running back position a little bit, trying to give him the ball in his hands, and hopefully he can find some space. Jamar Chase, I almost went that way, but I want to see Jamar Chase do more of it. I know I put Justin Jefferson in there after his second year, but man, I think we kind of know what Justin Jefferson is going to be in the NFL. Justin Jefferson is going to be a bad dude. CeeDee Lamb, I'm not going to say he can't run routes. I know you see him more than I do, Anthony. Of course, you being a Washington guy, so you see him more than I do. I'll say this: there's a handful of games with the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb would show out, and then other games he would disappear. He would disappear. But no, for me personally, I think I got 6 wide receivers in front of Tyreek Hill, and so that's why me personally, I'm upset about it. I'm not upset about the trade. I'm not upset about the move at all. Again, I'll run that list again. Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs. That's where I'm at. Keep throwing names and we can discuss. I think I definitely got Debo Samuel as one of those close. Probably might take, probably not might. Same with Jamar Chase. I'm going to see Jamar Chase do a little bit more. I do like Terry McLaurin out in Washington. Definitely got speed. He got the height, lanky. I think what worries me is his durability. And then, he's really haven't had that much of a quarterback down in Washington either. So that doesn't help. And you go get Carson Wentz. I don't think that helps neither. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, look. I tried with Carson Wentz. I tried. I can't do it with Red Rocket, man. I can't. I don't think he he has it. And y'all know what I mean when you say it. I don't think he has it. But no. But let's look at this trade from the Dolphins side. Well, we didn't talk enough about the Chiefs and how I feel about it. But let's look at it from the Dolphins side. You got Tyreek Hill now. You got Jalen Waddle, who had a good rookie season last year, almost eclipsed 1,000 receiving yards, if I'm correct. You bring in Raheem Mostert. You bring in Chase Edmonds from Arizona, so you're trying to get some running game in there. You go get Armstead for left tackle. You gotta protect Tua. Still got Mike Gesicki, who's a good tight end. I think you might got a couple other players on offense, but you're starting to help Tua out. All right. Only thing I'm curious about is hell. You're under a new regime. There's no guarantee that this new coach, you know what I'm saying? There's no guarantee that this new coach who came from San Francisco to Miami is going to be able to get the same thing out of this team that Brian Flores got. I'm not saying the players are going to automatically not play for this new guy or buy into his new schemes. I'm not saying that. It's just that when you had a coach that was turning around a football program that was struggling, gets fired out of nowhere, and all those players were pretty vocal that it was like, well, damn, There's no guarantee that this new coach is going to be able to get the same product out of this Dolphins team. But the Dolphins were smart in this one. They found a way to get Tyreek Hill and not give up Xavier Howard. That was smart. Just keep throwing picks at it. And now don't worry about his money. We'll take it on. Yeah. We'll give him a new contract. Cool. I get a Dolphins credit for that. Because if I was the Chiefs, I'd have been like, I'd have been making sure. Let me get Howard, that cornerback. Yeah, him. I like him. I'd have asked for him back in that trade. That's something I wish the Chiefs would have probably been more forceful on. You know, should have been more forceful and forthright from trying to get more. And just me, at least push and see if you can throw him in there. But on the Dolphins side, man, they're pretty much saying like, all right, we got to know for sure about Tua. This is what this trade is saying. This is what this offseason is saying. And the Dolphins ain't done. I'm pretty sure whatever pick, because they had a nice assortment of picks. So what they gave Kansas City wasn't the bulk of their draft. But this is the draft that the Dolphins are going to say, well, hell, what else do we have to do for Tua to make sure that he is our guy? You know what I'm saying? Certain coaches know how to get the best out of their players, regardless of level of talent. And you're right about that. And that's my point, Matt. Like, we don't know if this guy can coach. It's one thing to be an assistant coach, an offensive coordinator, and it's a different seat. It's a different type of pressure when you're the head coach. You're 100% right about that, Matt. Diggs, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Jefferson, Chase, McLaren, CD, DK, Hopkins, maybe, Lockett, Godwin, Cup. Are those your receivers you're saying that you would probably take over before Tyreek Hill, Anthony? If so, I can definitely go with Diggs, Keenan Allen, Justin Jefferson, Hopkins, and Cup. I can definitely rock with you on those. Chris Godwin is good. I'm not gonna cap on that. I like Lockett. His numbers this past year was not too far from Tyreek's. So I would say that him and Tyreek are on pretty much the same wide receiver level. Okay, I see you at. DK, I get what you're saying about DK. He is a mismatch nightmare just because of his size. And he does have good speed for how big he is. No, Matt, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. No, Kenny Galladay will never be discussed on my show at all. He's going to get talked about on my show as a fleecer because he fleeced your New York Giants. Y'all paid him some good money. And how much did he play for y'all last year? I think he might have suited up for what, 2-3 games? Yeah. He fleeced y'all. He bamboozled y'all, fooled y'all, tricked y'all, took y'all money and said, kiss my ass. Y'all didn't pay Kenny Galladay too much money for a whole bunch of nothing last year. That's what y'all did. We ain't doing that, Matt. No, sir. Kenny Galladay ain't did that dang thing for y'all boys. He was laughing to the bank. That's what he did. He was he was making it rain like a mug. Kenny was in there throwing racks, busting racks. I got you to say that name, didn't it? 0 touchdown. Oh, he did play 8 games? Oh, shit. That's even worse for what y'all got. 0 touchdowns in 8 games? Man, y'all can even pay that man to get to the end zone. Couldn't even pay that man to get to the end zone. But look, y'all, that's the business. That's the business of the sport, man. You know, but I'll say this: the Chiefs got back more than what they did than I think the Packers did. They got what a first and a second, pretty much. 'Cause I think they swapped picks with Green Bay. Imagine that you got your two of your top quarterbacks in the league, Aaron Rodgers. His wide receiver goes somewhere else. Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes. That duo's broken up. But here's the difference. If you were to look at the Packers offense right now compared to the Chiefs offense, I'm not worried about the Chiefs offense compared to the Green Bay's. You know what I'm saying? So Matthew, a Giants fan, damn, all his receivers are injury prone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But no, think about it. So Aaron Rodgers, besides Devontae Adams, I mean, he can trust Aaron Jones. I think Tunyon's back there tight end. But other than that, they don't have a threat on offense that you like, oh my gosh, got to cover that guy. Chiefs, I mean, you still got Travis Kelce. McCole Hardman has Tyreek Hill speed too. A little bit slower, just a tad bit. But he's dangerous. He can take it to the house. And he had a good playoffs too. Oh, he had a good playoffs. So can't sleep on him. Got running backs that know the offense, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Darrell Williams. Hey, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. Can't do shit as a fan but jump on here and unleash fury on your teams. Hey, that's unfortunately the problem that you got is when your team continuously lets you down. But I'm glad y'all got rid of Gettleman, or y'all let him retire or whatever. Cut bait with Gettleman ASAP. That dude is, without looking it up, nobody can name the Packers receivers. That's what I'm saying. You took the words right out of my mouth, Anthony. You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, I have more faith in the Chiefs offense right now than the Packers offense. That's not me being a homer. It's just that you don't know who Aaron Rodgers can trust at wide receiver position, or if he throws the ball to anybody that can, make a play. You just don't know. With the Chiefs, I know I at least got Travis Kelce. I know at least I got McCole Hardman. I know at least I got Juju Smith-Schuster. Those three names off the bat that I know that Mahomes can get the ball to. We'll see how it is, man. NFL is interesting. I'm afraid to see what the hell I'm going to wake up to tomorrow. But either way, as long as we wake up, right, y'all? As long as we wake up. All right, y'all, that's the hour. I didn't spend the whole hour talking about this damn Tyreek Hill situation. It's business, y'all. It's always business. It's never personal. It's never personal. But, I mean, that's just the life of the NFL. Life of the NFL. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate the love and support. Y'all know what it do. Y'all know what the deal is. Y'all come back tomorrow. Same midnight hour. Same wildcard tomorrow. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic Thursday. Peace and love.
Yo. Sound like Halo TD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo. I'm on my God of War shit, all the war spits. Let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding wit, suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon's call. Daily with explosive, if you're softer than some woven silk. Grinding rappers, flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come to punches, yo, I only landed threes. These thick five